Yo, guys, welcome back to the About Wellbeing podcast. Not sure what number it is. We are recording this prior to release because we got a little bit of a story. This is a special podcast. I'm here with my old man, Big Kevos.
Yo!
Yeah, what's up? And basically, I'm going to be talking about fasting. So I've been fasting and I use it for health and high performance all the time, and I use it with my clients. And sort of like a couple years ago, Dad had like a mini cancer scare. He had like polyps in his bum. He had to get those all sorted out. And I noticed by looking at him, because I was doing all this health and stuff, I was like, you could tell by his face that his face and cheeks were inflamed. He didn't have a good jawline. His guts were sticking out, like he had a beer belly and a gut belly, and he was really quite stressed all the time. And my knee hurts, my hip hurts, my back hurts, my this hurts, blah, 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 all the rest of it. And for all the stuff that I've been learning, I was like, oh my fucking God, I need to sort my dad out. I want my dad to be happy. I want my dad to be healthy, and I want him to live a life free from suffering, because fuck that, he needs to get around this good shit. So it took me like a year, like a solid year. Well, actually, I'll probably say a firm 6 months of trying to convince Dad, like, look, man, you got to start fasting. You got to start fasting. And I don't know, will one day. I don't know, will one day. Eventually, he started doing the 24-hour fasts like once a week, which is what I usually recommend, and was like, no problems. Later on, basically as soon as he started the one day fast, I started getting into his head, like, you should really be doing 3-day fasts once a week. That's what you should be doing. You should really aim to go for those. And he was like, oh, real hesitant at first. Anyway, eventually convinced him to do the 3-day fasts. His jawline sticks out. His beer's belly's gone. He's lost, 30 kilos? You're like 110 kilos. How much were you?
It's 102. Now we're down to 80, about to crack 79.
Yeah, cool. So he's done over 20 kilos. He's lost over 20 kilos of weight. He's happy. He's healthy. He's absolutely thriving. He's absolutely buzzing. Now, why would you want to I was thinking, why would you want your dad to fast? Or if you are a dad, why should you be fasting? I know this is targeted at dads, but there is some other stuff as well. I just think that men from the age of like 40 and above should all be fasting, like regardless of whatever they're doing. And basically what happens is, if you notice the beer gut and the inflamed jaw and someone who's extremely stressed and, oh God, I'm in pain all the time. Basically what it means is that they're so inflamed and that their gut sticks out, like beer bellies is, you know what it is? It is shit that hasn't digested, like legitimate poo, and visceral fat. So fat all around the organs, which you don't want. What does that mean? So that basically means that your body is storing a whole bunch of different toxins and bad shit that your body just can't get rid of, right? Now, one of the best things that fasting does is it goes through this process called autophagy. And autophagy is basically where you have all these dead and shitty cells in your body, and your body will not get rid of them unless you do fasting. Like, fasting is pretty much the only thing that gets rid of these things. Now, what the cells do is they put on fat and make it more likely, increase the risk of cancer, increase the risk of heart disease, increase the risk of heart attack, all the rest of those things, and are extremely aging. And people can actually measure aging now, and you can see that people have used fasting really well for this as well, and the science is there to back it up. That what happens is you have these telomeres on your DNA, which you can actually measure your biological age. So like if you've been drinking, partying, smoking like crazy at the age of 20, you can measure the telomeres, and someone can say, hey, look, you're at the actual biological age of a 30-year-old because you've been trashing yourself, right? Now what autophagy does is slows that process down, which is like absolutely amazing. So, and with part of that, becomes anti-cancer, antifungal, antimicrobial, sorts the guts out, reduce risk of heart disease, reduce risk of heart attack, less risk of inflammation, so people can feel better, do things better, blah, blah, blah. All the rest of it. Now, if you're listening to this podcast, I actually have a fasting program targeted towards dads, or just really anyone who wants to learn fasting or like better their health. And it literally is a step-by-step sequence of how to actually fast, what to do at each single part. If you're thinking this, if you're worried about this, if you're feeling hungry here, if you're doing this here, if you want to dive deeper into the science, like I literally step-by-step go you through to show all the benefits of that. And then also what you can actually do in the fast and how you stick towards them in order to make those great habits so that you can have all the benefits. Now, the two biggest benefits from fasting is a shitload loss of weight, because your body starts burning a shitload of fat because you get into keto, and also the autophagy benefits, the autophagy benefits is like, I know I just say the word autophagy, but there's so many there. It's like, you're going to live longer, happier, healthier. Everyone should be doing it. It makes a whole bunch of sense from like an ancestral point of view, because thousands of years ago, men would go out hunting, out in the tribes to go and like find something to eat, and they wouldn't have much on them. Like they didn't have like backpacks and things like we do. They got wheeling something around, so they'd be out trying to hunt. And you think, how the hell could a hunter or someone out there who hasn't eaten for 3 days have the energy to fucking go get a deer or kill something or stalk it and get it down? Well, it's like, well, what happens is your body gets into this zone, and instead you turn super focused, you get super clear, your brain goes like absolutely nuts, and you have so much energy to burn because your body's running off of a richer source instead of food. Now what happens is with food, right, is every time you eat food, it takes 80% of your body's energy just to digest that food itself. What the fuck? So if you're not putting food in, and then your body starts taking energy from other areas, you know where it starts taking them from? Your shitty guts, any stupid areas where like inflammation or anything's built up and all the rest of it, your body will just churn through all that shit stuff. It's kind of like a forest. If your body's like a forest and you're planting all these shitty trees and all these bad things in there, and then next minute, and you're not fertilizing it properly, and all this dead wood builds up, and you're like, oh, the forest is gonna like turn shit, and then you put a fire through there and like it cleans the forest out, and then all the new trees can grow and make you feel amazing if you're taking that in terms of like fasting in your guts. So I'm here with my dad. Thanks for listening to that intro, because I had to go through that stuff so he actually understood what was going on. I'm here with Dad. We're just going to talk about the story, because he is obviously a product of what has happened with all this fasting, and he is like absolutely reaping the benefits like crazy at the moment. And like every time he rings me now, like he just rings me up and I get excited to talk to him, because I know he's just going to blast me with energy. And like he's free from injury, he's feeling amazing, he's lost a crazy amount of kilos. So yeah, Dad, I just want to say, and also as well, guys, me and my dad have a very close relationship, more of a bro relationship. So when we start talking about hormones and sex and things like that, it's not weird between us, because we have that. And if you're listening to this and that topic does come up and it gets a bit cringy, then you just have to block your ears for a couple of seconds. But yeah, so basically, what's the backstory from your point of view for fasting?
My backstory?
Yeah, what was the backstory? How did you like get started? How did you get convinced? And then how was the first...
How I got started, well, that was all you, my boy.
Yeah.
That was you just hammering the hell out of me. And that was on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
And got to the point where it's like, well, look at my son. Look at where he is.
Yeah.
Look at what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's doing something that I wanted to do when I was younger. But I didn't get there, and now I look at myself. You struggle to fit into your bloody clothes.
Yeah.
You keep on going up in sizes, and you just feel shit.
Yeah.
Absolute shit.
Yeah. So when did you actually go like, yeah, I'm diving in?
And then it was probably beginning of this year.
Yeah.
I think was when we actually
2020,
started.
yeah.
2020 is when we actually started doing the fasting, and that was like, Corey's like, come on, Dad, come on, you've got to do it. And then it was like, yeah, all right, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, you were pretty resistant at first.
Pretty resistant, because I'm like, I love my food.
Yeah.
I love my chocolate, and I love that.
You love shit food.
In saying that, me and Joe, we eat pretty good.
Yeah,
we don't eat a lot of shit.
Yeah,
we don't do a lot of takeaways. We eat pretty good. And I thought I was losing a reasonable amount of weight. But you lose it, but you just stall. That's where I stayed.
Yeah.
I couldn't get below it. I ride my bike everywhere. I just couldn't get below 90 kilos. I was just sort of stuck on around the 90 to 95 kilos.
How were you feeling at that stage? Did you have aches and pains and stuff, or not really?
A lot of aches and pains, a lot of back problems.
Okay.
And just general trying to move. You try and, with my work, we get into tight spots, and it's like, oh, I can't get in there. I can't move.
Yeah.
Bend over to do your shoes up. It's an effort. Put your socks on. It's an effort.
Yeah.
You know, because of the thing that was there.
Yeah.
Used to get in the way.
Yeah, I know.
And
Your shirt at the moment.
Now you don't
like drowning in your
this
shirt.
was a shirt that normally is super tight, and
it doesn't even fit you anymore.
now I've actually got to go and throw all my clothes out and go and buy a whole new wardrobe.
Yeah. So you started fasting. How was that?
So I did my first fast and got through it. I think I rang Corey up a couple of times during the day, thinking, hey, what's going on? I really got to eat. I can't do this. And Corey coached me through it, and I got through it. So just hammer the water and try and block it out. Keep as busy as possible.
Yeah. I remember as well, you were
Busy.
doing like enhanced fast first. So I have like a difference between what I call like proper fast and enhanced fast. So enhanced fast is like using certain types of fats and different things like that to make your fast a little bit easier. It's better on the brain because your brain starts operating like crazy. And but you do break your fast, but your brain operates like crazy and you burn a shitload of fat doing that, but it actually stops some of the autophagy benefits. But on the 3-day fast is when your autophagy like peaks at its absolute highest. So, but anyway, yes, you were doing the fast, you were getting through them. I was coaching you. Continue.
Got through the first one. Yeah, that was okay.
Yeah.
You know, I thought I felt pretty good.
Yep.
Then the following week, I did my next one. As Corey says, right, let's get it going every week, Dad. It's got to be in routine.
Yeah.
So I did my second one. I got through my second one reasonably pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
A little bit better than the first one, and then so on and so on. Each 24-hour fast just got so easy that it's just routine.
Yeah.
And then I noticed that, well, hang on.
There's a little bit going there.
I've gone down a notch on my belt.
Yeah.
And it was still reasonably loose.
Yeah.
And yeah, that just went on for a little while until come the day where I actually started doing, wanted to do the 74 hours, the 72-hour fast. But I thought, well, hang on, if I'm going to do this, I better try and find the in-between, which Corey said, right, Dad, 48 hour.
Yeah.
Let's do that 48 hour first. And man, that 48 hour, that was so fucking hard.
Yeah.
After that, it's like, nah, wait, Corey, I am not going to do a 72 hour. You can just
Firstly,
stop it.
prior you get to there, how do you feel when you're doing 24-hour fasts?
Oh, I feel really good. 24 hours, just like, yeah, you just don't feel hungry. Food doesn't matter you.
Yeah.
You
just get a lot of shit done.
I started to feel better.
Yeah.
Started to have a little bit of clarity in my head.
Yeah.
With my work.
Yeah.
We were always adding and subtracting numbers.
Yeah.
Prior to the fasting, it was always done on the calculator.
Yeah. Yeah.
After a while, it's like, well, hang on. Da-da-da-da. Hang on, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Getting my calculator out, yeah, fuck, I'm right. And it just got better and better and better. Dealing with the boys at work, everything was just snap, bang. It wasn't sort of sit there and think about it. It was just instant in the head, so clear in my head.
Yeah.
And that's what I really noticed a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
It was just clarity.
Yeah.
You know, it's like someone's just widened your eyes open and everything's sicking into your brain.
Yeah, I forgot to mention before, I have an article on my website, www.coreyboutwell.com, that's called Fasting Equals You Times 2. The reason that I called it times 2 is literally when you're fasting, you become superhuman. Like, it's nuts, as Dad was saying. Like, when you're even doing calculations as far as thinking goes, you're just super clear. Everything's going on. And, like, did you find anything, like, benefits for stress?
Oh, yeah, because your head becomes clear. Everything's just like, you can sort everything out, no problems at all. Everything was a breeze. And after that first 48 hours, I actually got 47 hours because I couldn't quite make the 48. That following day, I'm like, wow, I just felt amazing.
Yeah, had a good
I rang Corey up in the morning, all right, bud, I've done this. What shall I have for me eats in the morning so I can put something decent into there? Dad, have this, this, and this. Yeah, no worries. And had me food, but yeah, the rest of the day it's just like, wow, someone's charging me up.
Yeah. You're on a 2-day fast right now, right? Is this your second day?
No, this is day 1 of
3.
Of 3.
Yeah, okay.
And this is the sixth one I've done.
6th 3-day fast.
So here I am into my first day, and at the moment, yeah, I'm buzzing. And it's taken a while to get there, as we'll probably talk with Corey about it, and it's just, it's amazing.
Yeah, but so back to the 48-hour fast, the next day you felt great.
Felt great, and then you do notice, you're like, well, hang on, I haven't got this real massive, bloated, uncomfortable feeling in my belly. And that was when it's like, okay, I'm going to do the 72 hour, I'm not going to tell Corey, I'll just do it when I'm ready. And I just kept on going on with my 24 hours. I think it was probably about 3 weeks later. I started my 24 hour because I didn't want to do the 48 hour. And did my first 24 hour, and halfway through the day I'm like, right, this is it. I'm feeling it. Okay. Out comes the phone. Gonna try it, my boy. 72 hour is on. Yeah. And then we talked our way through it, and it was good.
Yeah, how'd it go?
Awesome.
Yeah. What was the third day like?
The first.
What was the first day like?
72 hour. That was like. It was trippy.
What was the second day like?
Second day of the first 3 day was, it was. On the first one was good.
Mm-hmm.
You're feeling a little bit charged. You're feeling a little bit charged. It's hard to remember, but the first one was really trippy.
Yeah.
Like, no food, ride me bike to work, ride me bike home. Great, had the energies I didn't think I would have.
Yeah.
To ride home.
Yeah.
You have food.
Yeah, you pumped it that day. I think you rung me up. You pumped it.
I was pumping it.
Yeah.
Day 3, wow. I was like off my rocker.
You were. I have a video of that. I wonder if I can.
A video. Corey may even put it up. I don't know. But I got home that night and I'm like, yes, I have made it. And wow, I am tripping. Just everything was just racing. My head was going too fast for my body, and it was just like, wow, it was unreal, unbelievable. And I thought, wow, this is the shit, you know.
Yeah.
I thought, yep.
So what was dinner like that night?
Dinner, amazing. Started off because Corey said, yep, okay, Dad, when you do start to eat, you've got to be careful how we put a bit of food in.
Yeah.
So my dinners, my pre-dinner is what I call it. My pre-dinner was home.
It's actual break the fast.
Yeah, to break the fast, I just had a couple of eggs, massive spoon of the broth.
Bone broth, yeah.
Bone broth, love me green curry bone broth. Poured that all in with me eggs, and I just sat there, and it was just like, almost like sipping a drink.
Yeah.
Because you wanted to eat, but you didn't.
Yeah.
And you just, the food was just amazing.
Yeah.
And then we waited about an hour and a half, and then we had a very nice tea, which would have been, I think that particular night would have been some Atlantic salmon and a whole heap of vegetables.
Yeah.
Which broke it. Halfway through the tea, had some pretty weird pains going in my tummy, so I sort of stopped. I thought, no, I better not put too much in.
Yep.
Yep, I had a few little bit of a weird pains. Went and sat down on the couch and just sort of relaxed for a minute, and then within another 5-10 minutes, like, oh yeah, no, I'm feeling a little bit hungry again.
Yep.
So went and finished my tea off.
Especially for your first one.
Yeah, went and finished my tea off, sat down, relaxed, felt tired, into bed early, and that night slept like a log. Woke up in the morning and straight on the phone to Corey. All right, bud, feeling pretty good. What can I have? Give me what I can have for me breakfast, and the breakfast being I didn't have till 8:30 or 9 o'clock.
I gave him a send to the moon breakfast though. I was just like, look, if you want to really enjoy this high, have a few of these like really good quality fats, and we put them in there. And I was like, you'll be sent to the moon, mate. And he just rung me up that day, and he was flying.
Yeah. How do I come down from here? But you just so enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, but in the mornings, like it was had me bulletproof coffee, had me waters, and then about 8:30, 9 o'clock, had me food.
Yeah.
And then about half an hour later, I was ready to take off. Corey used to watch Dragon Ball Z, and I think Goku or whatever, the little blonde-haired dude, and used to sit there and charge himself. I felt like that. I couldn't believe what was going on in my body. You know, your tummy was talking to you.
Yeah.
Your heartbeat in your stomach was massive because you can just feel everything there.
Well, it's healing. So your heartbeat, you can feel it in there because it's getting rid of inflammation. It's sending a bunch of blood there, sort of like if you get injured on your arm for some reason, like you get a bruise or something, your body sends blood there to heal it. So you would have just felt so much.
Oh, you did. You can feel it. It's just like boom, boom. It's like and you listen to your stomach.
Yeah.
I went out shopping and my tummy was telling me to buy stuff. Like you walk through and you're like, oh, hang on, this is the good stuff. Oh, yeah, I feel like that. And
Like what was it telling you to buy?
Well, I had a need for some really good dairy. Yeah. So I was going through and I'm buying my salmon, I'm getting my eggs, I'm getting my fruit and veg, and okay, let's get the yogurt. And then all of a sudden it's like, no yogurt. Mm-hmm. We went for the grass-fed, ultra U-Butte cream. Yeah. And I was like, I need it. I'm like, I don't want the cream. And my gut was telling me it needed it. Yeah, well, your gut has more neuroconnectivities, has more brain cells than your brain and your spine combined. It's very smart. Yeah, it was so weird, and it's like, I don't normally have cream, and Yeah, I went home and I didn't have all of it. I had a few good teaspoons with me berries and everything else instead of me yogurt. And yeah, the rest of the day was just like, wow.
Yeah.
Following day, wow. Day after, wow.
Yeah.
And then following the next week, back onto a 24-hour fast again.
Yeah. How was that?
Yeah, great. It's so easy. It's just like, hey, no worries.
Yeah.
I've done a 3-dayer.
All right. So then what was the second, what was the resistance? Like, okay, so from there, what was the actual goal? When you started you did your first 3-day fast, what kind of goal flicked on in your mind? Did you have just like...
I wanted to be this fit and healthy person.
Yeah.
Because of what you're into.
Yep.
I wanted to come to all the competitions and everything. I want to go there as a fit and healthy father.
Yep.
Because look at my son.
Yep.
He's this perfect specimen.
I wouldn't say perfect, mate, but...
And it's...
well, turn them off. Sorry, guys.
Sorry about that, guys. And, I just want to be like my son.
Yep.
I wanted to be like when I was younger,
Yep.
but Corey's taken it to the steps, and
Yep.
I just...
So what was the resistance like for you coming up when you did that first 3-day fast? What was the resistance you come up against for? Because as soon as Dad did the 3-day fast, I was like, Dad, you need to start doing a 3-day fast every single week.
No, first off, it was every month.
Hang on. Yeah, we cut out for a second. So what was the resistance that come up? For when you started doing 3-day fasts to like start doing them regularly?
Well, at first it's like, yeah, okay. I said I'll try and do more of them.
Yeah. But I was pushing
then
it.
just more you thought about it, how I felt and getting through it. I'm like, yeah, no, let's do it. And also Corey just push. Every time we talk, Dad, 3 days, 72 hours. I'm like, yeah, my boy, just take it easy. And then it's like, and then I said to myself, well, look at me now. I've lost so much, I feel like this. What's the next one going to be like?
So you did the second one?
So I think it was a month later, because I started doing, I did one, and then the following, it was a month later. It was actually a month later that I did another one.
Yeah.
The second one, well, I crashed and burnt. I was like, wasn't real good at all.
Yeah.
Day 1 was okay. Day 2 was like, it's such a drag.
Yeah.
I had no energies. I couldn't concentrate. I spoke to Corey a few times.
That's on the third day you spoke to me.
Yeah, and then I thought, no, I'll get through this day. And then on the third day, that night's sleep, before the third day, didn't get a great deal of sleep.
Yeah.
Very broken. And some of the dreams were just like, pretty wow-out dreams.
Yeah. A lot of the time through fasting, if you're wondering about this stuff, is like, it's a very spiritual, religious practice as well. In every single religion there's fasting. And like it does have some sort of like, your body's smarter than you. So some things kind of extra come up every now and then. And this was one of those kind of experiences for Dad. So why did those things come up though?
Yeah, so on day 3, woke up and I just did not want to get out of bed.
Yeah.
Normally I'm out of bed, no problems, get on the bike, go to work.
Yeah.
Day 3, nah.
Yeah, I remember you rung me first thing in the morning.
Got up, got to the shower, I'm like, oh my God, what is going on with me? I think it was 5:30, 5:45. Oi! Answer your phone, Corey, I need to talk.
Yeah.
And he rang me back just a little bit later and told him what was going on. And then he said, right, Dad, this is what you need to do. So it was with the waters that we were, I'd like you have your 4-5 litres of water every day. In your water, Dad, you need to get some good minerals, some good salts. So he said, go home and grab the Celtic salt that we have all the time. He said, big teaspoon in your water, lemon, drink it. And I did that. And about 10-15 minutes later, I started to pick up. Started to feel really good. It's like, whoa, hang on, my boy's got something going on here. And a couple of hours later, started to crash again. So, all right, let's get more water. Like, with my waters, let's get more salt in there. And I just kept on doing that throughout the day, and it got me there. And, got through it okay. Slept reasonably well that night. Food was fucking fantastic to give me.
Yeah.
Because I remember this one so well. No highs, no feeling greats on that one. It was just like a big crash and horrible fast, I put it to.
Yeah.
But we got through it with the minerals and the salts in the water, and we sort of locked that in for next one. So got through that. Following days, felt good, no problems. Come to fast number 3. Very hesitant to do it.
Yeah.
Because of what happened in number 2.
Yeah. But we learned the lesson. Celtic salt and lemon, get them minerals in there, get them nutrients in still, you can still have them.
Yeah. So
how'd that go?
fast number 3. So we started, Monday night was, I always do it on Tuesdays, what I call No Tucker Tuesday. That's my fasting day. I've got a few mates that I'm hammering and they're going to do it too. They're going to jump on the train.
Yeah.
So I start on the Tuesday, get into work, black coffee, no sugar, just straight black coffee, and then I get my survival kit ready. So my survival kit for my fast is my 1.5 litre water. Then I have another container that's got 2.5 litres of water in it. That's my 4 litres. It gets me through the day.
Yeah.
Now, in the water, my 1.5 was about half a teaspoon of Celtic salt.
Yeah.
In the 2.5, I had a full teaspoon of Celtic salt, a little bit of squeeze of lemon.
You can do more Celtic salt if you want.
And that got me through the day, and
How'd that one go?
fantastic. Felt really good. And
Explain how you felt.
you just feel really good. In that one, how did I feel? I felt pretty good, but not as good as what they're getting.
Yeah.
Like, as in 4, 5 and 6.
Because you've done 5 now, haven't you?
This is number 6 I'm on.
This is 6, yeah.
This is number 6 we're on at the moment.
Yeah,
so I got through the 3-day, no problems at all. Felt reasonably good. But, come Friday morning, when it was time to have me breakfast, Corey, feeling really good. Right, Dad, charge yourself up with this, this and this. Yep, no worries. And oh my God. I had my breakfast, 8:30ish on the Friday after I finished that night.
Yeah.
And oh my God, everything was just going, well, my head was going a million miles an hour. It was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I just remember talking to you and like, dude, what's going on? And I'm feeling like this. I just want to just take off and run around the world. I'll be back here in 10 seconds. That's how I feel. It's just amazing. And your head works. You just, this whole buzz. Yes, this whole buzz in your whole body. And your brain's just it's hard to describe. It's just amazing. Yeah. Absolutely amazing.
You always said, your brain's going way too fast so your body can move.
Oh, it does. It's just, it's the weirdest feeling.
Yeah.
But
so how was
and happy. You're just the happiest little soldier on this planet. It's just it's amazing. Mm-hmm. But then we got on to number 4. Oh my God, turned it up another notch.
Yeah.
Last week, because this is the...
When this started happening at number 4, where was your pant size happening? What was happening to your guts? How was your face starting to look? What were people saying about you?
On fast 3,
the
one I just told you about, fast 3, first time I felt amazing. Well, that's when all of a sudden this weight just started to disappear. Mm. You could feel like the feelings in your stomach, the shakes, not the shakes as
it's keto shakes.
Just keto shakes. You're like, you just want to move. It's just like, whoa. Had to go and buy a whole new wardrobe because here I am with a 36 waist and none of my pants fitted me. And I put pants on and Joe was just like, well, you get them off. You look like an old man that's got no ass. I'm like, oh my God, Joe. So I'm dropping my gear off. This dance again. Oh my God, yeah. Give me some. But she goes, you need to fill the jeans properly. So off we go out. And I thought, I'm not going to get too much thinner than what we are. Yep. And so I went out and spent a heap of money on all my new jeans. Mm-hmm. That was a couple of months ago. Yep. And now all of them ones that I bought, I've got to throw away again.
And what were people saying when they saw you?
People are saying, oh my God, Kev, what are you doing? Look at you. You're looking all right. Yeah. Just so many comments. Yeah. And they were all really good. And it makes you feel even better. Yeah. Which actually spurs you on to just do more of this stuff and just get the insides just ultra healthy.
How's your body feeling?
Amazing.
Yeah, like as far as aches and pains and stuff.
Aches and pains? No.
How are you going as far as like exercise? Because now you're back in the gym, you're training a bike. How's like your body feeling in general?
Good. Yeah, actually, it's funny because you're in the gym and you do your workouts and stuff. Your recovery is just amazing.
Yeah.
No aches, no pains, no muscle soreness.
How's your testosterone hormones going?
Poor old chico.
Why is that? Are you waking up full rock?
Oh, yeah, Rocket Rodney's happening.
See, now that is extremely rare for men at the age. How old are you, Dad?
53.
53.
Nearly 54.
And you're waking up every morning like a 14-year-old.
Thank God Joe's a bit of an nympho like I am. Yeah, look, honestly, it's amazing.
It's improved it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. And it's not, you're in the bed and you have your little play and half an hour later, I'm stuffed, I can't do it anymore. Well, after an hour and a half, we're like, we're still at it. Oh, my God. Rocket Rodney. That's when he got named a few months ago.
You called him
Rocket Rodney because he was rocking and he didn't want to go down. Oh my God. Look, and it's like, hang on. And I spoke with Corey and he's like, well, Dad, this is what it's going to do for your testosterone and everything. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, it'll boost your testosterone like crazy. One, just because of the fasting, autophagy, and the rest of it. Your human growth hormone spikes like crazy. But two, because you're losing a lot of weight. And because you're putting your body under that stress as well, your blood flow starts going nuts as well. So for men who are out there, especially like just, I guess, dads and older men and anyone that wants to improve, sexual health as well, like fasting is one of the best things you can do.
Oh yeah. Most definitely.
So what was the last fast like?
Last fast was last week.
Yeah.
So at the moment, this is the 3rd week running.
Yeah.
Okay. So we had 4, then I've done 5 last week, and now we're doing 6 this week.
Yeah.
So 5 was good, as I said.
Good. You said it was the best one.
Well, I thought 5 was the best.
Yeah.
Last
one was your 5th one.
Hang on, now I'm trying to get...
No.
I'm a bit confused here.
Last one was your 5th one.
Last one was the 5th one. So the last one I did, amazing.
Yeah.
Rang Corey up on the Friday, and I just could not believe how I felt.
He actually sent me a huge message just saying thank you and just like expressing gratitude. He was just like, thank you so much for like giving me all this energy. I was like, oh, thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, it is amazing because I actually sat down and I'm like, oh, wow, how good do I feel?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, my boy.
Yeah.
Oh, my boy.
Yeah, sent such a nice message.
Yeah, look at it. Give me a bit of a tear. Yeah. So proud of him and so proud of him to push me into doing all this.
Yeah. It's just one practice, but one thing can really help people out, especially if they're routine and got it in a habit. So if you're doing, that's why I think for men, like fasting is so easy and it's so healthy. Like disclaimer for girls probably need to be very careful when it comes to fasting, especially if they haven't gone through change of life. The longest I recommend they fast is 24 hours, but they actually have to build it up to that and start at like a 14-hour fast, and next week 15-hour fast, and then be mindful of their actual monthlies, because if they're not being aware and mindful of their actual monthlies and sexual and their feminine like hormone health, their female's body is supposed to be able to make babies all the time. And if you go through restricted eating, the body goes under starvation mode. Therefore, the body stops itself from making babies, which means poor female health. So they have to be careful. And if the monthlies are working fine and the fasts are working fine, girls can build it up to more. But you just got to be aware of that and make sure that everything's working right as you're fasting and you're eating very right. You're doing all the other extra things as well. So that's just a little side note. Jumping back in.
To number 5.
Yeah, so you did your 5-day fast.
Yeah, 5-day fast.
You just felt
Friday
amazing.
Was just on. Oh, yeah.
So what was the moment where you sort of had the epiphany to be like, I feel like this is it. Like I'm sticking this for ages. What do you remember that moment?
Was last Friday.
So was that
late last Friday? I was driving. I just couldn't keep up with my head.
Yeah.
And just felt so amazing in myself, with how I'm feeling, and just everything. Everything. Getting work organised, dealing with all your work stresses, home stresses, whatever else, it's just so easy because you're happening. Yeah, it felt amazing.
Yeah. So now that all of this has happened and you've done this, what sort of how are you now a different person? How are you going to keep being a different person due to all of learning all of this?
Well, I don't know how far we can take it with the fasting.
Yeah.
Would you say there's only so many really to do?
Yeah.
Or do we keep it going? I mean, you're sort of guiding me in that way.
Yeah.
To how we do it.
Yeah.
You're saying, oh, let's do this till Christmas.
Yeah. So we're doing it end of the
and
every week.
So I'm just taking at the moment. I'm just taking week by week.
Yeah.
Last week was just unbelievable. We'll see where we end up on Friday.
Yeah.
To see how this one goes.
Yeah. So this is a 3-part series, maybe a 2-part series. We'll see how we go with these podcasts. So we're doing this one to go through from where Dad is at now. And obviously he's going to be doing a 3-day fast every single week to the end of the year. And then we'll maybe do a review in the middle and then do like a review like at the end for that. So basically I'll just say we'll wrap it up instead of being here for too bloody long. Yeah, so far of your experience, how would you recommend this to someone else? If someone was like, hey, I want to take care of my health, what would you be saying about it?
Fasting. It happened today.
Yeah.
According to customers, he's like, Kev, what's going on with old age? You're just frizzling away. You're looking amazing. Dude, get your phone out, punch in Corey's website, start reading about fasting. Once you've read about it, give me a call and I will help you through.
Yeah.
I want to get a group of fathers.
Yeah, group of dads.
All my mates.
Yeah.
So adamant to do it. I'm breaking. I've got one started today. You mate, good old Wal.
Yeah.
He started today. Struggled a little bit at lunchtime because he gave me a call. Yeah, good on you, dude. But I want everyone to get in because I want everyone to feel like I do.
Yeah.
And you don't know
until you do it. Yeah, it took you get over that resistance.
Push. Dad. Bang, okay.
Yeah. It's hard to convince someone when you know it's going to be good and you're like, you need to do this. Then they eventually do it. So yeah, if anyone's listening again to this and you're seeing all this stuff and you like any of this thing, reach out to myself or my dad. As I said, by the time I've dropped this, I would have a fasting program out so you can buy that for your dad. You just got to make sure that they're actually motivated to do it and go through it. Yeah. If they do need the motivation, there is a shitload in there. But if not, this is a 3-part series. Get them to listen to this whole thing. Get them to read the articles for all the stuff and just follow, follow me, Corey Boutwell, because I'll be posting everything like on Instagram and all the rest of it.
Just hit us up.
Yeah, just hit us up yeah, you'll see Dad has the energy to give, so.
I have now.
Yeah. It's alright, thanks everyone for listening. Huge flex for this one.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next one.
How do we go, Crickle?